Welcome back everybody. This is the AVG6. This here is the 11th stable update that Samsung released for the S908. This is my version, but known also as the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. So it has been built on the 21st of July and it's really impressive, guys. It is still the 30th of July and we already have since days August security patch, August update. I think we can firmly say that the time has come where Samsung really is outplaying Google at their own game, keeping phones updated the fastest, the quickest, and for the longer run. Before me starting into this video, guys, think for a moment. If you like tech videos like this, you might want to subscribe for this channel now, right? It's free, so we can do it also tomorrow. Of course, now is a good moment. Buckle up and let's start. The AVG6 update is almost 420 megabytes. Again, it's running with security patch level from the 1st of August. And luckily this time when we click inside, yeah, there is also some changelog information. And what more than overall stability of functions improved? Always welcome. And of course, security of the device has been improved. So no major updates, no big fixes. I'm now getting used to this kind of controversy. Every time Samsung pushes a new update for the Ultra, people claim that things like camera shutter lock has been fixed or not. Yes, I will try to test all of this. It might also be the case that different people with different devices will have different experience. Now, after I updated from the July version, which was the AVF5 update, to this one, I ran the optimization from Google Guardians to optimize all of my apps. I didn't really delete any of my cache partition. I just want to use the phone as a regular person to try to provide you guys my honest feedback. Also, I have been using this phone for several days right now, so I have pretty much a good understanding of what is happening. And the first thing we are going to be testing right now, guys, is going to be the home screen animation. Home screen animation is now becoming the pain point number one for me. Why? Let me just show you guys. How do I test them? Take my finger, boom, see? Not fixed. I'm not sure what is going on, guys, but this is not so flawless. There are some people commenting on one of my other videos were saying that this pretty much should be okay, but it's not, because I'm using quite a lot of other phones and I know this should and can be better. Also, see what happens when I just scroll here on all of my home screens, guys. Definitely have the feeling that it's not 120 Hertz, but you know what? Let's try to check it. Let's enable here the refresh rate indication from the developer's option. If you want to know how to do this yourself, show refresh rate. There is no option besides just toggle, so on and off. 120, if I don't do anything, it drops to 24. While I'm here, guys, let's also take a moment to click inside the memory. Why? Because here, guys, we can just see the average memory usage. I have the phone that has 12 gigabytes of physical RAM. We have here performance, normal, total 11 GB, the average use, the available free RAM, and also memory usage, guys. Yeah, all your processes in the last 3 hours, 6 hours, and also for 1 day. And of course, what is using the most RAM? Yeah, it's the Android OS. And what else is using the most RAM? Well, it's the Android system. And then what else is using a bit of more RAM? The system UI and the One UI Home, right? And also then, of course, Google Play services. Sort by maximum usage? Yes, actually, there is another clear winner, which is the Chrome. I have this very bad habit of running 1000 tabs inside. Don't do this, don't be like me, that's bad. But we can see Chrome, Android OS, Facebook, Mobile BG, because it's always me looking for an old Beamer to buy. Telegram, Android system, and etc. So now, guys, going back on my home screen, and I'm gonna do this test one more time. So entering the home screen animation settings is pretty smooth, I would say. But then when scrolling, guys, although we have 120 Hertz, yeah, it just feels not so quick, and I'm not sure why. I do believe it should be a bit better, but this is pretty much what we get. And the next test is gonna be notification animations. How do we test them? Very easy. Take your physical stylus there and just do like this. This was one of the animations that bothered me before. Right now, I would say it is all smooth, very, very smooth. See here, guys, when I'm just scrolling down and up, all my icons grouped here. I'm gonna do this one more time. I'm gonna do this also from some other screens, right? It just works perfect. And I do really appreciate the blur, because you know I'm obsessed with the One UI home blur, etc. And the next thing I'm gonna test is the blur animation. People may be laughing, maybe not, but you know, when I open my Google folder, I just see how immersively my wallpaper just gets sucked in to my phone and this blur is applied. This also happens, guys, when I enter my notifications. I do like this type of animation. I'm not saying it's exclusive to Samsung, but I really like the way it's implemented here. So just opening my folders, guys, I don't see any problem at all. Pretty much smooth operation. Now let's do more testing on the home screen. Going here from all the screens is quite okay. If I just go one more time to access the Google feed, the first time is not so good, but then I think it becomes okay. Still, there is this micro stutter, which is a bit of annoying, but it is what it is. Now the next thing, guys, I want to do is the recent menu animation. Again, take my physical stylus, do like this. Absolutely smooth, not a problem at all. You know, this animation has been, I think, perfected by Samsung. It really works very nice. We can also try to access the recent menu from the landscape mode just to see how well it's going to behave. Now, by the way, let's try to do also, yeah, see guys, this is really problematic on my phone. Yeah, it's nice in terms of animations, but in terms of micro stutter, okay. Yeah, I think you get my point, but now let's just check the recent menu from here. Yeah, it is, I would say, quite okay. And nothing really much different expected from a flagship device, that is the S22 Ultra. The next test is gonna be the app drawer, because it's important. How do we do this? Just scroll up, really instantaneously. This really happens, I think, in milliseconds, guys. It's so quick. See here, guys. This is really what I want to see everywhere on the One UI interface. See here, this animation, right, and this animation are perfect, but this animation is not so good. So here, app drawer, also navigating to all of my apps, going inside the search button, will get all of my settings, the suggested settings, download screenshots, the written searches. So it works quite okay. If I just try to type something here, let's say Google, see here, guys, Google autofill service from Google, it pretty much gets also things from my settings, from my contacts, guys. Yeah, it really works quite nice. Let's now do some famous apps testing. The first thing is gonna be the Twitter scrolling, which we know is problematic, and this time not because of Samsung. So I'm inside now my Twitter, right, notifications, thank you. I'm just going to refresh it. Right, see, we know that's an issue with Twitter for Android, and again, luckily this time the culprit here is not Samsung. But is this really the way it's supposed to work? Jesus Christ, no. This is really annoying, this is humiliating, so you know, I'm just gonna close it. I don't like the way this works. Let's try to open one of the other apps to see how scrolling is inside, and the next app we're gonna open is Chrome. So Chrome, all right. Now let me just try to search for something, so let's put just Disney there. Okay, I just try to open the Disney Plus. Okay, see, Chrome, all kind of nice, no problem at all. I had different tabs here, guys, everywhere. They work quite nice, so not a problem with browsing, with zooming, and etc. and etc. Let's just try some few other apps. Telegram, opening Telegram, boom, not a problem at all. You can just go inside everywhere you want to go. So yeah, everything quite nice, quite smooth. Okay, we can also try to test Facebook. So let me just open Facebook, loading there, refreshing. Yeah, scrolling here, definitely better than Twitter, but I do have a feeling that it's still not perfect. And I know that people always compare this to iOS and iPhones, but guys, just take it the way it is. It's Android and it's Samsung, and on top of Android we do have the One UI Home. But I think overall it is quite nice. Now guys, let's test the gallery animations. Why? Because I also observed some problems there, and there has been quite a few updates to the gallery. Going inside, all right, go here in screenshots, all right, yeah, all quite nice, by the way. See, you can just zoom in, zoom out. Yeah, it's not so bad. Let me just take my two fingers. Oh, yep. Oh, okay. I have to take some words back. I don't know why this happens, guys. See why this happens every time I kind of do this like this. Jesus, I'm not sure. Yeah, now it's a bit better, but definitely not perfect. This should not really happen, guys. This should not happen on a flagship device, right? And I do appreciate that there are really a lot of options that you can do, but I just think that Samsung should be a bit better And this, by the way, happens also in the main gallery. See here, guys, if I go inside my main gallery and I just try to zoom in, zoom out. But you know what, guys? Those pictures are indeed very, very big. So this is a picture I just took 2 hours ago. So yeah, you know, like the very high resolution, it's 3 megabytes and there are all the files, but you know, it's still UFS 3.1, so I would expect this to be a bit quicker, but I would say that the gallery isn't really working 100%. And now, guys, we are slowly going to the more interesting part for some, which are the benchmarks. And you know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm going to run Samsung's favorite GeekBench, you know, the one that didn't really ban Samsung. And I'm gonna run it, guys, and I'm gonna speed up the video for your viewing pleasure and then be here at the end together with you to just laugh at the result I'm gonna get. As we are about to see the results, I just want to show you guys, I have the AC on 26, but the ambient temp is 28, thus something. I didn't really play anything with the phone, so I just took it from my wireless charger. In the morning I use it very, very normally these days, so this benchmark really is not being tempered somehow. I'm not running enhanced, you know, processing speed and etc. So this is just gonna be the reality, and I've seen quite some set realities. Yes, like this one. 654 on the single core score, barely over 3000 on the multi-core score, and that's disappointing, guys. I am getting consistently very bad scores on my GeekBench, and of course there were some days where my phone was really behaving a bit better and I got 1105 over 1100 on the single core, and again the same on the multi-core score. So I'm not sure if I lost the cheap lottery with a bad bin and etc., but I didn't really notice any big problems while I'm using this device. And with that said, I am going to run the Wildlife Extreme again, real time live for your viewing pleasure, so that we can just see how much I'm gonna get there. Alright, it doesn't really start very promising. Some days ago I did a video comparing this phone with the A53, and I pretty much know what to expect. Somewhere around 1100, 1200 as an overall score. And again, I'm not sure, is it bad, is it good? I'm not too impressed by benchmarks, and I did tons of videos to explain why. The benchmarks can never be regarded as a single source of truth. They can just be regarded as an indication, right? But never as a baseline, guys. So if you are getting bad scores, you know, don't get upset. People tell you that you lost the cheap lottery, which pretty much means that you get a phone with a bad bin, you know, with a bad silicone, maybe, right? But honestly, I don't think that it will have really a huge impact on your usage. So I was wrong. 1665, the average frame rate 10. All right. My score was better than 40% of the scores for this phone, so most of the people that got the S22 Ultra are getting something like 2000 and something, right? So maybe again, lottery winners and etc. I'm more here, but I'm not too depressed from this fact. Now, guys, before I close the video, I want to address two important topics. The one is the battery life, and the other one I'll just keep as a secret, so keep watching, okay? I really didn't do anything on the phone, just use it as a normal phone. So I'm gonna go inside device care and battery, and we're gonna be able to see what we have. So right now I am running on 55%, and guys, I use the screen on time 1 hour 35, so you can just see I took it in the morning, okay? So it will pretty much last for one whole day. If we just see in the last 7 days, the screen off time was like 4 hours, the screen on time was like 2 hours and a half. So my last few days haven't been so heavy. This phone will still get you to the day, right? But don't expect any kind of miracle, guys, right? And this is very, very interesting, guys. How the hell can I have an average daily usage of 113%? Something's really off, Samsung. I'm not saying what, I'm just showing. All right, guys. Before I close the video, I told you I want to test the controversy for the August update, namely being the shutter speed. So I have now opened the camera. By the way, we know that the camera interface runs on 60 Hz. And yeah, just before taking some pics, guys, just let's try to see camera opening, camera closing, camera opening, camera closing. I would say quite nice. And also, before I do this test, I want to bring back the navigation bar. For some reason, guys, when you bring back here these hint, you might get better animations. Whoa, okay. Yeah, not this time, my boy. Oh my god, yes, something's definitely off, guys, but it is what it is. Anyway, final test is gonna be the shutter speed. So for this, I will take this plane here, and yeah, I don't know, not too bad, by the way, right? So you can just see, guys, I'm able to score some quite nice pics. Okay, and the focal enhancer is still on, so I never had problems with the shutter speed. But just take a look, guys. So this is the reality. Yeah, if I try to do it quite quick, yeah, you know. So, and now of course the buffer is full already, so I'm not able to take pictures. So I'm not sure if this has been fixed, because I didn't really test this so much in the previous version, but I will tell you from my personal feeling and usage, I think it's pretty much the same. Guys, I really hope that you enjoy videos like this. If that's the case, let me know by subscribing. Please, you and your family stay safe until we meet in one of my next videos. And with that said, VST over and a white Lamborghini. Bye.